into a hostile environment. These fans are ready to knock them off course. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Owls offense will have first crack at this one. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down. Profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
Well, they're going to RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Might be changing the route. On 4th down, going to the air. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Turning it on. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Makes the catch. It's Tuggle. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. This Florida Atlantic offense is moving quickly.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Guys, let's talk about Florida Atlantic. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and, man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. They'll fit right in.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. He wants to throw it again. Grab near the marker. It Smothers. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. Handoff from the gun. Got it into the red zone, dragged down. 15-yard line.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
The throw to the outside is complete. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And the Owls didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Trying to to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. And this defense does it again. Back-to-back plays for nothing. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to bully their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
If the offense continues to put drives like that together, this defense is in trouble. How about the balance, the ability to throw the football, run the football, keep the defense guessing, and then when it gets closer to the end zone, the physicality to punch it in. Great start for this offense.
And he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Mids offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They go to the wide receiver screen. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
How do you not respect the big fellas? This doesn't take you back in the time machine to the days when a fullback was on the field every single play. Then you're missing out, because fullbacks are awesome. They're just low maintenance. They're not divas like wide receivers. They just block most of the time, don't say much. And then you give them the football, and occasionally you get some big plays like this, and they hit somebody so hard they got snot bubbles coming out of their nose.
Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. Running to Green. Got the 1st himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. The midshipman got the explosive play on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. On the option. They stop him in his tracks. Tried to sneak that fullback loose and nothing doing.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Now they're going to throw it. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. With the catch, it's Moore. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. He got it. That'll bring him to within 4.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
On the move from inside his 5. He gets a block. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Florida Atlantic! That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Any time he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and then guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
He'll bring it out. It's Hicks. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Navy will go back on the attack. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. Dropping back, it's Mims. He'll throw it. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He gets up to the 15-yard line as they're working their way away from their own end zone. All right, guys, so Florida Atlantic has the lead, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Navy will have to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looking for the end zone. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time,
breaks into the open. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. He's at the 30. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Scanning the field, it's Mims. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive, and then quickly went to pot with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with this 3rd possession. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Going up top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Owls, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Now the play fake. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Looking for a man. It's Mims. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. These offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
On third down, going up top. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Navy will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And the Owls with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Tuggle. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Shoots it to the left. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Looking for a man. It's Mims. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And you can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Here comes the heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. How in the world did the offense retain possession? Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Gets away, unloads it left. And it's incomplete as he tried to nestle that ball in along the sideline. Navy will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll take it on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Here they're trying to get to the edge. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He's brought down a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Now they'll try to cash in this drive, 1st and 10 from the 50. Back to throw, it's Mims. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. Navy now facing 3rd and short. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Off play action. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll cut this lead down to 5. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Going right to work up top. Makes the grab. It smothers. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Here's the give off the left side. Got enough for the first. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Annapolis.
Florida Atlantic will try to kick it deep and break the seal on this second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hicks. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. This drive will open from the 15. Looking to throw, it's Mims. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that.
Into the end zone he goes. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Navy offense. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
What a beautiful day for the defense. A sack for you, a sack for you. Everybody gets a sack. Everything good happening for this defense.
Wants to go up top. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Navy will have to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Owls. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
And the returner will be knocked down. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking downfield, it's Mims. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know, the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
These corners going to give them some space. Back to pass on 2nd down.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Now on the option. And they got him for a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his back in the middle.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Quarterback now breaking the field. On his feet at the 40. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
This has been a real fun game to call, guys, because we've got 2 quarterbacks that are getting it done on the ground. Both of these guys have had tremendous success. That time the defense wasn't in position. They weren't able to rally to him early enough, and you kind of get the feeling moving forward, whichever defense figures out the other running quarterback first, that's probably the team that wins.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Trying to set up the screen. Finds a crease at the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Owls! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
And that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's pass. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing him the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
Number 16, set to kick this one away.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And Navy will go back on the attack. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
Give to the fullback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. There he goes. Open it up. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. They'll run this play from the pistol. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
He'll bring it out. It's Hicks. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Navy offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll send the back in motion. He'll ride his man on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Navy will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Here's the pressure. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Got it in the middle. It's Woods. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The give on the option. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. To the air, it's Mims. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
This is just so demoralizing. You want to talk about taking a game over. That's what this defense is doing right now. They are just winning in the trenches. They're easily the more athletic and more physical unit up front, dominating this O-line.
And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the third. And, guys, Florida Atlantic has the edge. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Navy will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. From midfield, looking for room. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Get me a first down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
Come on, set.
Looking to throw on first down. Flips it out to the back. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
On the set.
Florida Atlantic comes to the line on first and goal.
Here we go.
He'll keep it himself. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Navy will go back on the attack. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. He'll pull it down and run. First down and more.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Looking down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Owls! The defense takes matters into its own hands. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the fourth quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Navy offense. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Wants to throw on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on second down.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The midshipman trying to sail way forward on third and half a mile. He'll set up to throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Man, I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
Makes the catch near the 50. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Great place to start for this offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Might as well give it to him again. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. With the run on first and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Trying to find the end zone. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's third and goal from the 1. Trying to pound it in. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense. to stop him in his tracks. Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all. Offense, defense, complementary football.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game to build confidence for the next time they take the field.
Yeah, and there hadn't been much good today, but build confidence, sure, but team you're going to keep fighting no matter what the scoreboard says.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Peters. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. To the air on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Johnson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Navy comes to the line facing 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. He's got him. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Pressure coming. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And, man, is that a just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm.
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Navy now in trouble here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Hubs it downfield. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And here comes the punt team.
Number 18 in punt formation to kick it away.
And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the 4th quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to...
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 24. A big run, creating a little space for this offense. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Grabbed behind the line. It's Black. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again. And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down, still trying to execute their offense.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And they're still firing away even with this lead. Caught behind the line. It's McGee. They make the stop and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation